Okay, abusuya be makwa ba sonko so edeba POG Media so abusuya yembonra yensemu no President Trump order say yen arrest Akuffo when he gets to America abonten so abusuya enye asem keto akra tisi ano Donald Trump ama ne immigration for no and the police for no Tracy Akuffo a John Dramani Mahama ne NDC actual letter Akroma USA for say just a Tracy Akuffo whenever he enters US abonten so abusuya right now no ex-president friend Akuffo na so ayehye yes mom corner yenkonkoti ensema course na answer na yebekono and some can be a fashion comment section like na share ma Akuffo so answer into me and can be POG Media so political trending stories are make waves in the so ya to say the bebrem madam master
USA the force of Musikano Trump is on farm medium. Into health is going to be affected, education is going to be affected.
Trump.
No, we are in a deep hole. What we have to do is that those who have stolen our money, tell Trump to look for Furiata for you. Only they say no penno. He'll go and look for him in a hole. Yes. Opa, Nanado cry Uncle US. Trump betchino. Opa, you let me send a message. I know what to do to get my message to a US government system to trace Nanado if he gets to America. I'm telling you, this is not how to manage a country, especially you. When you criticize people like Kutu Achampong, when Achampong was shot on 16th June, you Nanado, you drank wine till midnight. You celebrated. Today, look at your end. Look at the mess in which you have put this economy. And then back
celebrated JB Dankwa.
Oh, why? The JB Dankwa, me Mambe Fremo. Say Mumbesin Kosheni cell. In Sawam. But Annex B is one of the dirtiest blocks. If you don't know, I'm telling you, I'll say it here. It's one of the dirtiest blocks in Sawam. Yes, I'm saying it. But the JB Dankwa die.
Yeah.
I went there with you. I came to call you people.
Yeah, that's why
he died. And that's our dynamo. So if you watch, some close to what's our dynamo. So I'm telling you, JB Dankwa. You think people don't know your roots? Look at them. I know you people too well. I know you people in Chebi too well. I know you people in the Kropon. I know you so well. And what's our mind? Who can celebrate JB Dankwa? JB Dankwa.
Back to the budget.
I'm saying so. JB Dankwa Munina budget in the form of in the beginning, yes, if we started well with good intentions, we'll be struggling by now. At the time when Kwame Nkrumah was trying to consolidate,
say government communications must issue a statement on every misinformation. That's not what I'm asking for. But what I'm saying is say government communication must be positioned in such a way, and this is not a criticism, it's a free advisor. Yedema communications machinery of government. Any omumudi in say Munkan Hunu say Maba be mudi. You are no longer in a position over expect to say what they abide, you put the government on its toes in terms of making sure say the government is always on the defensive. This time around, the goalposts are shifted. Governments will be on the defensive side most of the time. And you know, I was say buying any machinery be at any point in time as misinformation way about that bonteno. A buying bet me I responded to sir idea we know as quickly as possible. And I know say one more womudi sir government communication more cotton no only Akuffo o ma ben sign near my way and I think so because the government is settling now into no sign near my way as time goes on it will be put into perspective. But it's embarrassing, it's a shame. Say a journalist ever pick a particular story where idea is see President Akuffo a pencil. Na time I had the Prague ambulances in the by President Akuffo a pencil. Nasa will be on Kahwa somebody, will be on Kase and Yade Papa because he name the challenges that comes with our development. Why is it an issue now? It's an issue now because there is a new president and me Makandebia. John Mahama is the only president in Ghana which means say a band of vilification pa say yen tran tro engu papa so na yen kan hon somebody. He is one of the people or one of the presidents in Ghana who has been most vilified. And Abia rightly partly so, no, it is also because of Onwani demeanor as a very calm, welcoming, tolerant person. Now, you know, that model of leader everybody looks up to. But don't take this for granted. And for all the mischief makers out there, I almost say at every point in time, you decide near way about to say you be go buying who you will be responded to, you will be called out, you'll be exposed, you'll be embarrassed. To send your AC. People should just advise themselves. If there's a legitimate issue for which reason our person bash government, there's nothing wrong with that. But say yebe kuku adiewe, yebe noa adiewe na eye nkontompo na yede beto one ye ka ye boswa sem na portraying to the public as if there's some iota of dignity or some iota of self-respect in what you are saying, And I think it's not idea. Some truffle and some this is not how journalism and journalists should conduct themselves. And we know a yellow journalism.
Come out with facts.
Oh yeah, Obiabe say you just want to seek attention, say the bear among for back on one. But when you are known as a rabble rouser, when you are known as one kind of cray, when you are known as someone who disseminates false information, when you are known as someone who distorts facts, when you are known as someone who has no integrity, well, it is only a matter of time before your nemesis catches up with you. For me, I think it's embarrassing. Say a journalist will pick up this story and make it an issue. Abra, I didn't see 2021 was under the previous regime. And once again, Emma will be taking Mahama's demeanor as a calm, tolerant, respectful, accommodating gentleman for granted. Once you go ahead and publish these false stories, you'll be exposed, you'll be called out, and you'll be embarrassed.
Okay. And National Economic Dialogue Koso. And who say minority group and so my MPP's True State of the Nation address. Dr. Amin Adam. Former Dr. Muhammad Amin Adam, former finance minister, they say we member of parliament. The so-called True State of the Nation's address a deliver a message by now. Yabebo bi kakra na ya near the National Economic Dialogue emu say ma bro ensem piso na ya hwe se ya ku animu nso no. There's other issues so
in our political history, as we, the mighty minority in Parliament, is here to present the true state of the nation, following the President's presentation of the false state of the nation address to Parliament last Thursday, 27th February 2025. An important day in our political history, as we, the mighty minority in Parliament, is here to present the true state of the nation, following the President's presentation of the false state of the nation address to Parliament last Thursday, 27th February 2025. It is our hope that this will help entrench our democracy as we provide factual information on the state of our nation to the Ghanaian people, who are better placed to judge over the handling of the affairs of our country. One would have appreciated a true state of the nation that acknowledged challenges in 2022, the remarkable turnaround as a result of the decisive policies of the MPP government, supported by the IMF, and the challenges still remaining that will require steadfastness from the new government. And when this is backed by a clarion call by the President to Ghanaians to support him and his new government to consolidate the gains, you would have had consensus across the political divide to drive the Building Back Better agenda for Ghana. But what did we get from the President? Rather, he chose to do propaganda, and we can assure you that this propaganda will come to hit and hurt him hard. President Mahama accused the previous government of ending the year with a headline inflation of 23.8%, above the IMF target of 18%. This divergence, the President indicated, showed a poor performance of monetary policy. Isn't this the typical story of the glass being either half empty or half full? If one looks at the fact that the COVID and Russia-Ukraine war crisis-driven inflation rose to 54% at the end of 2022 and dropped sharply to 23% at the end of 2023, that's within 12 months, then a headline inflation of 23% should be seen as a significant positive performance. An important day.
Okay. Kabori. Russia, Ukraine war. COVID, Russia, Ukraine.
I'm sure if you was to be the finance minister today, you can go back the collapse of US aid agency.
Trump cry.
Oh yeah.
Importation,
or the BB back home because they were the only government I know the grant to me and the year. They have something to blame.
COVID now affect him.
So for me, well, meaning seven kind of says the normal. I dada politics no I on tie no na say na minority don't come over my sebejom no mean say wo mo ba be kan bi stronko. Cause me nua ba me no ke say President Mahama buying any NDC abayan yet sui. And then nano adunum miensa 53 days. President Mahama has not even presented a budget. The oye nibia experience, ingenuity, and most importantly, niema mona mudija hono. And you say in the state now back actually and here the true state. The true state go by before fra. Na minim nia minority don't kumano no one person wonka. And you know kre say a revered institution like Cocoa Board na yifra mamu 2016 that one entire liability $199 million. Even as at September 2017 normal liability $1.4 billion, and the Cocoa Board or more liability is around $32.5 billion. And you know, say ECG, if we are Bamu, now your total debt was around $1.5 billion, and then on what $68 billion. And you know, say
no,
national debt.
ECG mumu fra Bamu na can you say?
It was around, in terms of Ghana city, I think it was around 15 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay. In dollars now, 1.5. Yes. Okay.
And you know, say, oh, my, if we are national debt after rebates, yes, it's 122 billion. Nande, a buy be a payjack was 721 billion. For the first time, both local and internal and external debt, you're defaulted. Domestic debt exchange program near the idea. Enti se John Mahama beka se home city nim so how be ho na so Ghana way aponchini no we na fe ehun tenten pa. In fact, when we had the opportunity to some of the books and the grief of atrocities, economic atrocities and Akuffo who or how Akuffo dia be ye ko nemum e beto akwoso de exercise dem refomosu na de exercise chafoforo so ada da bi ehun be hia se gina brane na yepem ko yenim na how a ye ko no yetimi firim sa ban timi kwaje besia o ba bi se mema koko ebi ato no sei na ebre no aso se fa koko bra wetimi a supply with a deficit of about 300 and something tons cause se wo makuyani no incentive no a ehenu nkurai ema no tokoso onya ahasuo ohuna hasuo ho kura akwadro nti productivity kosora na amanso nya bie akwakotuatua no ho aka na de aka no ye di akyekyere na kuyani no so sabi ohun fifiri so faso ene say economy ni nyina benya fapem papa aginanti was it kuro nkwa agina people from all walks of lives academia private business people ni ade ye nyina ye nhia ene me no kase yapa hontoma ankomudi egusu koso in fact for me thematic areas go mo chusu kire say ye ni year na report we be free mu aba no ankoka shells money and I believe enya de beka shells because this is a determined government president ya waka din sese seti bia or the no ba for the na waye nwumaden ne na ban ama kwan of us a abrebi ne afize ye ntimi freedom so mu da no otimi ye free mu no sa economic quagmire you find yourself in and also you be ye free na Ghana fo nyina afa wontuma pafra micro stability very important issue say wo pese economy gina on national mu ni pafa wontuma pafra wo say we di wani hwe ni nyina yankomodi ekoso infrastructure waka ashebo say by way of policy direction no puntu a akanwure mu nyina will be the first focus na iwie ya sana ya committee ye into new infrastructure development ebuama da Ghana for to ne besia egia abaya sumasi na ye mentoa so abaya obenti na ye mentoa so na tu betwa se party mi no nyina wu komu adu do mo sukopa obi ani ho a obetima san ti die na so am se Akuffo ado aman no de wo ye bu mpemu asiedu a kire se by mere fact kura se wodi na da so kura ntino nya de obeye tu bedu kuro bi so no ana mantem bi mo no na ye 500 bed military hospital ye 250 bed regional hospital no wa san ho no akwa kate sort for 40 bed hospital all in the name of agenda 111 President Mahama said by way of policy direction no ye be hweda enu nyina na ewie na Ghana fo adiso emfaso nano owura Dr. Kofi Buamomane aba santimantemu na wa hye ze hwie be bosome nkuno no mudie na afari enye bosomu biem ebe ya de asantimani Ghana manyina ebe du so mfaso so what I say in terms of structural reforms me feel say emre wiedru so mine even in terms of labor market a friend say flexibility no ye me yani ko ho why say my fo bi adwuma o ba brada ade achi ukuada wa freme wa yare na say be a genuine issues being so your bad work ethics now sometimes processes in the performance na una offer obi u san ja no kra no na ko ye buachi bidi me feel say yenya nhihye ye soronko a ye be hye ye mra no mu kina aburu chire se ye se ye de don hwere na ye adwuma wo enti wo don hwere dodo abaye na no ne ye gina so atua wo ka si etimi yesa it will even give more relevance and credence to the 24-hour economy na boa ama obia beti fifire na wo ti fifire a wo di wo fifire so mfaso no not together ye nyina kekan de esi ani a na o man nchechire ya na eden ye hwe no as part of the structural reforms ade ba ko si ye me yani ko ho educational systems we must be conscious about the quality of human resources you're churning out from your universities, your polytechnic, technical universities, your health and training colleges. Say, that's all the gadgets back stories. Now, among focus, just be secretary mere scribes. university near we school so engineer or say na engineer do coffee do kura common tools also the adwuma no wonim ababa wa no ko journalism school obeba no na troka obi so a mining engineer uduru mining fielder say tieni obi so a geological surveyor bo kra da ho no hwe bo ya fasu a usuzu say mineral ben agudie ben na be won based on the color keke onima de ko. We must be interested in investing in critical areas of our education. Bawumia improve on the quality of human resources. Yeah, they buy the market. And no, boa, economy. No, so it meaning in term. Now, so for me, I think as part of economic dialogue here, because we structural reforms and policy reforms, she say. Yenye conscious effort they be I say ye wo mra ye pe gender parity nanso affirmative action bill you how many of us live to the full dictates of it this bibi na internet ni wo mu a ye hwe kwampa policy wise ye betre no na obi a play role was will play. You should not be limited just by your gender.
Okay.
You should not be limited just by your social status. Then policy reforms are also here. And come Ghana for the baby pa major case has to do with environmental concerns. It's as part of policy reforms. You want mara ukudum actually say you move be
national dialogue.
Yes. Oh, maybe these are some of the thematic areas.
Okay.
What will be two more musuko?
Okay.
Na ye be a nya kwenya say be table no hono. So was some catch here. No one come from mom.
Okay.
The full of the case here say major concern about the environment.
Okay, abusia wene ensema ekoso ewo political highway so eye Akuffo NHS NDC officials actual letter omasan so asend email the ama USA President Trump say whenever Akuffo be enter to America biano omo arresting no omo bonembra Ghana enye asem keto akwa ebeda masesama Japan kokoti sa audio we ede MI aha POG Media so beda mase